Yeah, I am fascinated by birds. I think I'm fascinated. I mean, I think what I'm fascinated by with birds is what I'm fascinated by with all animals, which is that sense of otherness you get with them. That we look at these creatures and they are of us and like us, but also totally distinct and totally different. I mean, you look into the eye of a bird and there's something there, something intelligent, something alive, something which has its own presence, and yet it's also something which is totally inhuman, you know. And it's amazing to think that we share the world with all of these creatures who have their own being, you know, rats, mice, birds, yet which they have this otherness about them, and we don't even see it. And that's one of the things that's one that fascinates me about birds. They came much later, and it's funny, isn't it? Because, you know, you've got all this other stuff in the first half of the book with, I mean, he's called Gabriel Swift. You know, he draws a bird. I mean, that stuff was all there, and then somehow I started writing the second half, and suddenly the birds were there. And I mean, that's one of the funny things about writing. You start out thinking, you know, I mean, you tend to start out with a couple of bits, and then you have to work out how you get from one to the other. But you also start out thinking you're writing about one thing and thinking you're going to one place, and then you find out you're actually going somewhere completely different. And that is one of the things that's great about it. There's one thing that's really frightening about it as well, because you start writing something and you think, oh, you know, it will lead me to this place, I have it under control, and then a character walks in or something happens and it doesn't go where you think it's going to